Hey everybody! Hi! Oh my gosh, I cannot even honestly, I just have to say welcome back after a very, very long break. Yeah, welcome back to Poppin' Thoughts. This is your host Anna, and today I'm going to be doing a reintroduction. So, welcome to season 1, episode 8. Our season 1 is almost done. I think we have at least probably a few more episodes to go through and then we're finished. So, yeah, so I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining and everything. Um, I just like to say, guys, I've been on a very long break because, first of all, I've been busy with school. I have some assignments that I need to finish before report cards are sent out. I don't really have exams, nothing too major, but it's just like report cards and finishing up work that I need because my teacher needs our work before so he can actually add it into our report cards, like any last minute things basically to get covered before the year ends. So yeah, anyways, so yeah, that's basically my life because yeah, as I said, I've been busy and I don't really have time to talk to you guys usually, like record videos and all that because I'm busy. And yeah, and just so you know guys, you may think I'm a child, well, a kid, but I'm actually, just because you're a kid doesn't mean that you're not busy. You're still busy with anything, literally. It doesn't even matter like if it's major. It's You're busy with something. You're always busy with something. So yeah. I don't like when people usually say like, "Oh, you're just a kid. You don't really have that many struggles or anything." Actually, kids do because they're working hard. First of all, school is their job. So guys, think of it this way: school is basically our job when we're kids, and then we have the actual job, like our career when we get older. So what my teacher usually says, he says like school is just to prepare you before, like, for jobs and everything and the world. So school is basically to prepare you for the world, by learning new things such as, like, taking care of your house. And that's why I like schools, like some schools, because they have like a program where they do cooking, so they also get to teach the kids how to do cooking as well, which is actually fun because I think that cooking should actually be in the curriculums usually, because cooking is very important. It's not just like a little hobby or like fun, it's actually very important because first of all, you're preparing food. While you're cooking, you learn how to like practice proper hygiene, like what, measurements and everything. So cooking is basically like a subject. It's like, yeah, like cooking classes are basically a subject because measuring is math, cleaning is health, right? So yeah, so I just think that cooking is very important, and that I'm sure that probably half of the schools in Canada probably learn it, which is good because I know that at my school, yeah, we do cooking usually on Mondays, but that's coming to an end sadly because the year's ending, and yeah, other classes want to do cooking as well, so it's kind of hard to put my class in with others. So yeah, anyways, yeah, so I'm going to do a sound off. This is going to be Commas by Ira Star. Little Afro beats.
Now which kind life way I never see. I carry God so I fear nothing. Steady increase in the commas. Comma. Original no be parody. It no be clear for your memory. Whether now winter or summer. I did, Papa don't starve now. Living life, see my fire burning bright within the inside me. Small leeway, they mighty, they never know I color. To remove my check down balance. Everything inside my mind daily. Trust me, you can't fool me. And the kid on guy logo, who are friendly and conscious. I'm allergic to so I'm not ready for confusion. They're telling me make I show love. Stability on bono. Everything a connection. I'm not ready for confusion. Things happen inside life. Drop that to make I live my life. Dreams come true. If not fight the fight, make you no go tired. They go. We need to put your body and soul. If your worries alone. inside my mind daily. Trust me, you can't fool me. And the deal on that logo, more friendly and conscious. I'm allergic to so I'm not ready for confusion. They're telling me make I show love. Stability on bono. Everything a connection. I'm not ready for confusion. Now which kind of life will I never see? I got it got so I cannot. The increase in the commas. Yeah, yeah. London. The increase in the commas.
Okay, guys, so that was Commas by Ira Star. And yeah, so I just want to say that personally, I love that song. It's always on repeat for me because it has a meaning, you know? It has a meaning. So basically, she's basically saying that when she says that she's allergic to sokuso, which I believe is like rubbish talk in Nigerian, that basically, yeah, exactly. Like you have no time for rubbish talk because, and she even says like, I think, wait, what was it? It was a lyric where it says like, yeah, no, which now which kind of life where I never see, I carry God, so I fear nothing. Basically meaning you're carrying God everywhere with you and you fear nothing. So there's nothing there's literally nothing to fear because you know that God is with you. And I really like that. And when she's saying increasing the commas, basically meaning like there's always something, you know, like this and that and this and that. Okay. So this, okay. And this, so it's like, yeah. So you just basically have no time for it. You just need to take a break, sit down, take a break, and regroup. So I really like that. And this is my favorite what should I call it? Verse probably, or yeah, chorus. She says, "Energy wrong. I log off. Mawa friendly and conscious. I'm allergic to sokuso. I'm not ready for confusion." Basically meaning she has no time for, as I said, rubbish talk. And energy's wrong. I log off. Basically meaning like if you're on social media and you see bad energy, you're like, yeah, no, I'm done with this. So basically, yeah. That's the song's meaning, and yeah, I really like that. Okay, so we're gonna take like a mini break, only because I need to do something real quick, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, guys, I am back. Anyways, so yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. So as I said, I really like that song, and for me personally, I like Afro beats because they have lots of meanings, and I love songs that have meanings to it because it shows you what the person is actually going through in life, and it's a great way to actually relate to them. So I guess that's how artists connect to their fans and their people because of the music that they produce. Anyways, guys, so our next topic is, so after that sound off, I kind of feel more relaxed right now. Yeah, anyways, so this episode is a very mostly summary episode because we are going to be saying well, I'm going to be saying like some recommendations, you know. I'm going to be giving out some recommendations. So this isn't really like an episode, but it's like a recommendations episode. So basically, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, it's a little recommendations episode. So you guys get that paper, get that pen, and take some notes. Okay, first off, we're going to start off with books. So me personally, I don't love books, but I like reading books because I like reading books that interest me. So like I like reading mostly mystery and horror. So I like mystery and horror and a little bit of romance. So yeah, I just like Nancy Drew. Today I read Nancy Drew book, and I think it says Kiss and Tell. The title is Kiss and Tell. So I read that today, and the story is actually really good. So I'm gonna continue reading it. Sadly, it's at my school at the library, so I cannot read it. But I think they have a digital platform like Kindle and all that. But I'll find things that I don't have to pay for to read it. But yeah, it's really good, trust me. Anyway, so for books this summer, I'd recommend I have a top 3. Um so basically, like, for the book lovers, please take some notes because here are some awesome books coming your way. First off, I have The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane. The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane is very interesting in my opinion. I really like it because it's about a girl who her mother basically doesn't really have that much time to parent her, like actually parent her, and she has a long lost dad. So her long lost dad, apparently he was, I have no idea what happened to him, but I believe that he was lost in England. And so later on in the chapters, she finds out that she is going to England to go to boarding school because her mom figures out that she'll have a better education there. And yeah, so she soon realizes that that's where her dad went missing. And yeah, basically she's at the boarding school. She's trying to find some ways to actually find her dad and retrace his, what should I call it? Like, retrace his legacy? I don't know, like, retrack his legacy, and yeah, just to find them. So while she's in England, she's on a mystery to find it with, I believe, 2 other friends. So yeah. Anyways, so the next book is, well, this is not really a book; it's a series, but it is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Dog Days specifically, because Dog Days is so summer. So like, it's so summer themed, honestly. Dog Days, yeah, I love it. I haven't read it in a while, but I can kind of remember some things. Like, it's mostly like Greg Heffley and Rowley, they go to a country club, like Rowley's country club, because Rowley's parents are supposedly rich, I believe. So he goes there with Rowley. You know, he, meets a girl there and they hang out for a little bit. No, no, he met her. If you guys know Peyton List, yeah, she's quite famous in a Disney World. But that's her who's playing the character. And yeah, he meets her. He's basically spending Greg Heffley wants to spend summer in his house playing video games all day, but his parents want him to be more active outside. So I'm guessing that it's mostly about, being outside during summer, doing other things than just, video games. So yeah, but I totally agree with the parents because, like, that's not what summer is for. It's better you take advantage of the hot weather rather than actually playing video games inside the house. Yet you're not doing anything active because, first of all, when you play video games or go on your phone or whatever, you're basically sitting there and you're gaining fat. Like, you're literally gaining weight because you're sitting there not doing anything. You're not getting up. You only get up like for breaks or something or to get a snack. And those snacks are not healthy, I believe. So, yeah, it's always good to be active outside because you never know, like, you're always gaining weight, just so you know. So, yeah, those are my top 2s. There's another book. I forgot about it. I think, okay, yeah, for best friends. Okay, so for best friends, I would say I think it's the Ivy and Bean series. It's a really good one. And personally, I love it because I used to read a lot of it back in the day. Not back in the day, guys, like when I was younger. Like when I was like a child, yeah, a child, I used to read Ivy and Bean, and trust me, it used to be such, honestly, I love it. Like, up to this day I still kind of read it, but it's not really like in my, field right now as I'm getting older. So as I said earlier, I'm reading Nancy Drew books, and yeah. So basically, yeah, Ivy and Bean, it came out in 2006. So it's quite a long time ago, but honestly, long time does not matter. As long as the book is good, that's fine with me. So yeah, Ivy and Bean is about 2 friends, kind of opposite. And they put their differences together and yeah, they create a friendship. So it's really nice of them. And yeah. So another book, like, it's not really a book, as I said, it's a series. I like, you guys might already guess. I love series, like a series book, yes, because I get to know more about the author and I get to know more about the actual characters. So yeah, I really like series. So my next series is the Roald Dahl book series. So personally, I love Roald Dahl books because first of all, I love the illustrations. I fell in love with the illustrations when I was like, as I said, younger. I was probably about 6, I think, 6 or 7 when I got my first Roald Dahl series book, and trust me, it is amazing. I love it, honestly. It's the best. So yeah, um, yeah, I really like Roald Dahl books. My favorite one is Matilda, the BFG, and I think the one with the peach. I haven't read those books in a very long time, but mostly yeah. Like if you're a child or if you guys have kids and they love like mostly illustrations in books, I'd say I'd recommend those two. Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, so moving on with recommendations. Uh, where to travel this summer? Okay, guys. Be right back, y'all. Sorry about that, guys. That was quite a long time. It's just that I had to do like it's the season where flies are starting to come out now, and it's very annoying. So I had to deal with that. So sorry about that, guys. But yep, this is the real world. So basically, yeah, it's quite annoying, and yeah, I keep banning them all the time, but they're not leaving me alone. And plus, guys, to keep flies away, if you guys are very annoyed with them, which I'm sure half or most of you guys are, try wearing lighter clothes because I believe that lighter clothes blind them. I'm not sure. I think that's what happens. Yeah. So try to wear a lot like of light clothes, and yeah, just keep them away from you. Yeah. So as I was saying earlier, where to travel this summer? First of all, where to travel this summer? Like last year, I traveled to Cuba, and Cuba was amazing. But the only thing is that Cuba is not really the best country to visit at this point because there's a lot of there's a shortage of things there, such as food, things that are easily found in supermarkets. There are very few supermarkets, so it's kind of hard to actually shop when you're there. And another thing is having internet access. So you get very few internet access when you're in Cuba because I think, as you guys probably know by now, Cuba cut ties with the US in, I believe, 1966 when JFK was president. So he was the one who actually things that are be banned things being imported into Cuba. After I forgot what it was, but I believe that it is yeah. Okay, guys, I cannot believe that that actually happened because Cuba is so innocent. Honestly, like I don't know what they did wrong. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they did wrong. Uh, I don't. I think it was Fidel Castro, their old president. But I'm not sure if he was around that time. I have to do some more research, but I believe that he was around that time. So I'm guessing that's when everything started to happen, like to go downfall. And yeah, so I'd say go to Cuba. No, don't go to Cuba. Go to like probably the Caribbean first. Like for those who want to travel first time, I'd say visit the Caribbean, like at least one country and like one French country and probably one English country because most of the Caribbean countries they're all the same if you guys think about it because it's the same water, it's the same food basically, like plants and everything, like plantains and ground provisions mostly. So it's basically the same foods. But after a while, I guess you get tired of like traveling to the Caribbean. But the first place I'd say to visit in the Caribbean is Jamaica. Jamaica is, I believe, the largest populated country in the Caribbean. So yeah, I'd say to visit there first, and maybe afterwards you could visit Trinidad, or because Jamaica and Trinidad have the same, like basically similar foods. Like in Trinidad they call it doubles, but in Jamaica we call it roadies. And yeah, so basically plantains are all around the Caribbean. So I'd say to visit Jamaica first, Trinidad, and outside of the Caribbean, I'd say probably in Europe, I'd say probably Belgium or Greece. I'd say yeah, Greece is really nice. And Spain. So it's between Greece and Spain, yeah. But if you really want like a vintage like traveling spot, I'd say Italy. Italy has the most beautiful old time throwback. Honestly, they have very nice living like lifestyle. So yeah. And also, guys, yeah, traveling is a really good thing to do because you get to experience new cultures. You get to see what history was like back in the day. And also, guys, fun fact, speaking of history, did you guys know that Cuba, after they stopped importing things to Cuba from the United States, that's why Cuba actually has their old time cars, because things stopped being imported to them. So all those cars, if you want to get around in Cuba, it's going to be very expensive because those cars are very old and they rely on gas, right? So yeah, so cars basically, those old cars, yeah, it's probably for fashion, but it's actually kind of sad behind it. So yeah. Yeah. So anyways, my next thing is what new hobbies to try. So for hobbies, I'd say like for me, I love making bracelets. I love painting. I love doing things with my hands most of the time. Yeah, cuz it's in my family bloodline, so I mostly do things with my hands. Creativity and all that. So, personally, this summer I'll be making a lot of bracelets. I'll probably go to like a craft market and sell some things. 'Cause I really want to save up for Christmas and my birthday. So it'd be really nice to do. And I also want to give some money to the animal shelter because trust me, you guys, innocent animals that want to be adopted, but they cannot be because they're probably sick, or people claim that they look quotes ugly, which they're not. They're just not properly fed and they're not properly treated. So that's why they would look quotes ugly in your opinion. But yeah, not like literally nothing is ugly, okay? It's just that we live in a judgmental society where people wanna base like what do you call it? Categorize, is it categorizing? Yeah, I think is that word. Categorize you in a way where you were kind of like a little, yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, I just lost my thought, but just for a second. Sorry, guys, if I'm stuttering a lot. Yeah, I stutter a lot whenever I'm live or anything. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess it's because I'm nervous or anything. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, a new hobby to try. I'd say definitely try to make be creative. So try to make things with your hands or do like DIY things, like turn something like wood into like maybe like a canvas or something. I don't know, or turn wood into like a tool maybe. So like nothing too serious, just a little craft that you guys can do. And yeah, so I'd say being creative, or what you guys probably do is learn a new sport or learn a new game or something, or yeah. So yeah, me personally, I like volleyball, I like soccer, and I like basketball. But if I had to choose one, I'd say volleyball. Volleyball is nice, but I hate setting in volleyball. Setting is the worst, honestly. But yeah, like I can never have my hands like yeah, I can never have my hands like setting up. I'm always setting towards the person. So yeah, it's kind of challenging for me, but yeah, it's okay. I manage. Okay, guys, so that were all my recommendations. I'm so sorry if this live or if this podcast was a little choppy. It's only because this is my first time coming back after I think 2 weeks now, and yeah, like I had nothing prepared. But yeah, I will definitely come back prepared soon. So yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining. I hope to see you guys tomorrow, I believe. Because, yeah, tomorrow's Thursday, June 13th. So I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow at same time, 7 o'clock. I might change my time, like my schedule, because um, I have classes right after school, and I usually go shopping after school sometimes. So it's kind of a hassle for me to come back and go straight to this. So I'll try my very best on coming like a little bit early, but on weekends I'll probably come out at 2 p.m. I'm not sure, but I'll definitely notify you guys of my new schedule. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for joining. As I said, sorry about this. I'm stuttering a lot. But yeah, that is just real me. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining. Stay blessed. Peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye. Peace out, y'all.